Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Okpayemi Goddess, and if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking to my channel. I really love you guys and I celebrate you guys dearly. I know I've been missing. I know it's been a while, guys. I've been so busy lately. Like, I've had a lot of things to deal with, and I just needed some time, away from YouTube and all that. But I'm back now. Well, hopefully, I'm back. And thank you guys for reaching out to me. A lot of people reached out to me and they were like, "Oh, but what's going on? You've not been, posting videos. You've not been uploading videos and all that." Guys, I've been very stressed, but I'm back. Hopefully, I'm back like full time now. Anyways, you can already tell from the video. Today, I'll be talking about fun things that you can actually do alone as a single lady. I get this question a lot that, oh, I'm single, I'm not in a relationship, but then I'm an introvert, I don't like going out, but I still want to have like a lot of fun despite the fact that I don't have anybody in my life, like I'm not in any relationship. Anyways, I'll be giving you just fun things that you can actually do just by yourself, without any partner, without any friend. Like, these are basically things you can do all alone without any friend or any man in your life. Anyways, let's just get right into the video. So the first thing, and this is the first on my list because Christmas is just by the way. So this first thing is very essential because of course this is November. Christmas is just like few weeks away, and the first thing is to volunteer. Gosh, I cannot overemphasize this. This is very essential, especially because you don't have anybody in your life. Why not just give back to other people? Volunteering, especially for charity organizations, is also a way for you to give back to the community. Is a way, to reach out to people who are less privileged, than you are. It's a way to reach out to the poor and the needy, and it's just a way to, make an impact. You really do not know who you will be touching with this, little act of kindness, with this little gesture. You really don't know who would be affected positively. So I want to believe that volunteering is very essential. You don't need a boyfriend to volunteer, for charity. So please, especially now that Christmas is just a few weeks away, think of volunteering. Just go on Google. You can search for volunteering activities around me or near me. Just type that on Google. You'll find loads of that, and this would really help you. You would also, while volunteering, you won't even think of your own problems. You won't think of how much you need a partner. You won't even think of all that, because when you see people who are like really suffering, people who are like in a worse position than you are at the moment, you're just altogether grateful to God, and you would stop thinking about how you're lonely, how you don't have a partner, how you are not in a relationship and all that. So volunteering is actually very key, and this would help you. Volunteering is a game changer. It makes you shift focus from yourself to other people, and it just changes the game. So I would suggest that you get involved in volunteering, especially for charity, and considering that Christmas is also near the corner, so that would also help. Okay, the next thing you can also do as a single lady, all by yourself, without a partner, without a friend, is to read a book. You don't need any other person's company to read a book. You could actually register in a book club. You can join a book club, I understand that, but for you, you don't want to go out, you don't want to be around other people, you can actually just read a book. You don't need any other person's presence to read a book. I read a book every month, and this is a culture that I cultivated even when I was single. It's something that I'm so much dedicated to. I read a book every month. I might not finish reading the book, but at least I start reading a book every month, and this is something that has really helped me. It has shaped the way I think, it has shaped the way I act, it has shaped the way I relate with people and all that. So reading a book is very essential, especially if you're even single. It would help you imbibe the habit of reading books. You can start with maybe a book in 6 months. For instance, you may not be like a very fast reader like I am. I read a book every month, and there are times I read 2 books in a month. It depends on my schedule. It depends on my shifts. Guys, you know that I'm primarily a nurse. I work primarily as a nurse, so it all depends on my schedule and the number of shifts I do in a week or in a month. But I still try my best to read at least a book in a month. Anyways, I'm presently reading a book titled "Everything is Figure Outable." Yeah, I know it sounds a bit funny, but that's the title of the book, and this book has been a blessing to me. So the book, I don't know. I think the book was published in 2019. Yes, I believe so. But I bought the book recently, and this book is so beautiful. Guys, you might just want to buy one for yourself. This is the title. Everything is figure outable by Mary Folio. So this is the book I'm reading at the moment, for the month of November. But I'm not so sure I'll be able to finish it this month because I've got a lot of things to do. But if I don't finish it this month, definitely I would extend it to next month. So if you're looking for a book to buy, I would recommend this book. And another book about self-love. If I remember the title, I would put it somewhere up in the link anyways, but I recommend this book as well. So read a book a month, or one book in 6 months, or one book in 3 months. Just read a book. It really helps you to forget about how single you are, how you don't have any partner in your life, blah 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 blah. Another thing you can actually do, and this is something, I don't know, guys, all these examples I'm sharing are things that I actually started building when I was single. And I would not lie, most of all these things are things that I've done and I'm still doing even now that I'm married. So the next thing that you can also do is to write, if you love to write. And I don't know, I kind of feel like everyone has that gift of writing. I don't know why I feel that way, because I feel like, especially when you're going through a tough time, or when you're single, when you're lonely, it's easier to write. I feel like it's easier to write when you're going through like a tough time and you just have a lot of things going on in your mind. It's very much easier to put, pen on paper and just start writing. So you can start writing, and you don't really need anything sophisticated to start writing. You can actually just start a blog and start putting your feelings on the blog. I mean, there are a lot of popular bloggers who started by just writing how they feel on their blogs, and then over time they started started refining their writing skills. So you can also try that. Start writing, and you don't need anything sophisticated. You can start a blog by blogger.com. Just go there, open a blog. There are a lot of other websites that you can actually learn how to start a blog, or starting a blogging career. It's actually not as difficult as you think. A lot of us write every day. We may actually not write physically, but we write in our minds. And that's what I've come to realize. Like, a lot of us actually write in our minds, because okay, you must have gone through a very bad day or a long day, but you're saying it in your mind. Oh gosh, I had a very long day today. Oh, today has been so stressful. You can actually just put that down, and just blog about your day. Oh, my day has been very stressful. I had a very long day. You can even blog about your relationship status, how you've been dating and you've not found the right man for you. So writing is therapeutic, guys. Writing is very therapeutic. Think about it. That would also help you to shift your focus from the fact that you are not in a relationship. So I would advise you to also start writing. It is very, very good. Start a blog. And even if you don't want to start a blog, whatever you feel at the moment, just put it down. You can have a journal for yourself. Have a journal, have a diary where you write down where you write down your feelings or how you feel. So just put it down, and over time you can even decide to publish it. People who have written books, people who are authors, started from just writing down their feelings at the end of the day, like just writing down how they feel, blah 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 blah. And over time it became something that they would really really love to publish, and they decided to publish it. So you might even actually just start writing. You've always wanted to write a book, right? You've always wanted to be an author, right? Just start writing. Whatever it is, whatever comes to your mind, start writing. I know I'm also guilty of this. I've been planning to write a book for the longest time, and I think I also need to start doing this. But I actually have a blog, and I started blogging as a single person. I started blogging in 2013, and I had no relationship. I mean, I was doing well in other areas of my life. My career was blossoming, my education was doing well, but my relationship life was just awkward. It wasn't like so good, in quotes. And I found a lot of solace in blogging. So you can actually do that. And I wasn't even blogging then for monetary reasons. No, it was far from it. I was just doing it to keep myself busy. And this is the purpose of this video. you're single, you want to keep yourself busy, but you also want to have fun. Blogging is fun. I assure you, blogging is fun. Try it, you would love it. So write. If you don't want to start a blog, write it on a paper. Go get a journal. Buy a journal. Whatever you feel every day, whatever comes to your mind, just put it down in writing, and then over time you can refine it and then publish it, or eventually start a blog. And then you can also, volunteer to be a writer for free. Like that, there are like 1,001 things that you can actually do with your writing skills. Okay, so that's that about writing. Another thing that you can actually do as a single lady, which is actually very fun, is to go for trips, especially road trips. Guys, I don't know, there's just something about road trips, because also it makes you feel like a tourist, right? I mean, you're on a road trip, you're seeing several cities, and it just helps. So if you're single, you want to have fun, you don't have friends, you're just an introvert, and you're also not in a relationship, try and go for road trips. You would really love it. You would also appreciate nature when you go for a road trip. So, and then I know you want to travel solo, so why not just travel solo by road, just by yourself? And even if you don't want to go for road trips, you can definitely, go by air. That's also fantastic. But the goal is just for you to, travel solo, all by yourself, alone, and still derive a lot of fun from that. Okay, so that is that about traveling. Another fun thing that you can do as a single lady, you know, who has no boyfriend, no friend, no partner, blah 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 blah, is to start a class. And starting a class or taking a class, as the case may be, doesn't have to be something so serious like a postgraduate course or something. No, it's not that serious, it's not that deep. Okay, what you just have to do is to take a class. Like, probably you want to learn a new language, you want to learn a new language, you want to learn a new instrument, you want to learn how to play a new instrument. Just take a class. I remember in March, was it in March? I think it was in March, when the first by the way, we're in the second lockdown in the UK. So during the first lockdown, I think that was in March, I was watching Money Heist on Netflix, and I fell in love with Spanish. I was so much in love with Spanish, and I had to download one funny app like that. So I downloaded the app just so I can learn how to speak Spanish. But of course, I lost the interest along the way, and I guess I was also very very busy. But if it's something you love, you can actually explore that as well. Learn a new language, and you don't have to be in a physical class, like a face-to-face class. It can be a virtual class. It might be something as little as just downloading the app on your Play Store, and then start learning how to speak another language. It could be French, it could be Spanish, whatever it is. I have an Italian colleague, and I so much like it when she speaks her language. I think I might also learn that. I don't know, but it's just fun. Learn something outside the regular thing. You're used to your own language, your culture and all that. Learn something from another person's culture, learn something from another person's race and all that. Recently I've been reading about um food recipes for Indians. I don't know. I think I don't know. I feel like I can be very very awkward. There are times I will just pick my phone or just open my laptop, and I'll be like, what do Indians eat in the morning? Well, I'm just using that as an example, but I'm very, very funny. I can wake up and be like, what's the tradition like in Spain? I just want to learn about other cultures, other race. I just want to know how they feel, how they talk, how they interact. So this is a good one for you if you're single, without any boyfriend, no friend, blah blah blah. Learn a new language, learn to play new instruments. I want to learn how to swim. I cannot swim to save my life. This, I think I need, see, as I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself. So you can also learn how to swim. Swimming is a basic life skill. Like, I feel like it's the smallest of all the skills you need to learn in life, and I can't swim to save my life. So for you, if you don't know how to swim, this is a challenge for you. Go and learn how to swim, rather than sitting in your room and thinking, oh, I don't have a boyfriend, oh, I don't have someone to call me, no one is texting me, no one is checking up on me, no one is saying I love you. Rather than dwelling on all those thoughts, why not just register for a swimming class or swimming lessons anyway. So that's a challenge. Another thing you could do, I'm still talking about taking a class. You could also learn how to drive. This is also another basic life skill. Driving is a basic life skill. You need to learn how to drive. So all the time you're wasting sitting in your in your room or on your sofa and crying like, oh, this guy just jilted me, this guy just broke my heart, rather than doing all that, just go and register for driving lessons. By the time you're done with your driving lessons, you would forget about your relationship status. So you also need to do that. Whatever it is that you think you need to learn, I just mentioned those examples. For you, you might know how to drive, you might know how to swim, you might even know how to play a musical instrument. Whatever it is, you might know, but I'm sure there are other things you don't know how to do. Why not just learn how to do those things? So that would really, really help. Okay, ladies, another thing you can actually do, to keep you busy as a single lady is to experiment with the kitchen. This is very, very key. I did this a lot when I was single. Oh my goodness, and this really helped me. I would categorically say that most of the skills that I have now, most of the cooking skills I have now, they are not like skills that I actually learned when I was living with my parents. So I actually learned most of my cooking skills when I was single and living all alone. When I was, independent, when I started living, alone without any family, without any sibling. When I started living, alone as a single person, that was actually when I started developing my cooking skills. And this is very essential. You're single, you don't have any boyfriend, and there's nobody that would judge your cooking at this point. So that's really like very, very key. This really helped me. When I was single and living alone, there was nobody to judge my cooking. My mom wasn't there to say, "Oh, you added too much pepper or you added too much salt." And then I had lots and lots of time to spend on YouTube to watch different cooking recipes, and I was able to develop my own cooking skills, because a lot of us like to use our parents or our mother's cooking skills. I think it's best to develop your own cooking skills by yourself. You might pick one or two things from your mother's skills, which is fine, but it's also very essential that you learn your own skill, that something that you'll be very comfortable with. And this is something that I learned when I was single without any boyfriend, and when I was living on my own, because there was nobody that was going to judge my cooking. So if I tried experimenting with a certain recipe and it didn't turn out well, there was nobody that was going to say, "Oh, you're wasting my palm oil, or you're wasting my vegetable oil, or you're wasting my salt." There was nobody that was going to judge me or say something negative anyway. So this is the best time for you to experiment in the kitchen. Go to YouTube, just click on something random, like something you've never even tried before. There are times I have funny recipes in my head and I try them out because I know that nobody will judge me. So if you're single, this is the best time to try that. Try different recipes. Stop crazy things that you think about and you'll be like, how am I supposed to add this and this together? Try it out. It might come out fantastic. So this is also something you can do. Experiment in the kitchen. Try out different recipes. Like, try it out. Nobody is going to judge you. You'll be the one to eat the food anyways. And the truth is, when a food is good or bad. So even though you are still the person eating the food, you know when the food tastes bad or not. And then you can also give it to your neighbors to check it out and then rate you, score you. What did they think about this new recipe? Anyway, so that is also that. You need to experiment in the kitchen. This would really, really help you. It's really, really fun. It's really, really fun, I would tell you, experimenting in the kitchen, especially with something very crazy and random. Most times, this kind of recipes come out so well. So try that and it would help. Okay, so lastly, this is the last thing I'll be mentioning. You're single, you don't have any relationship, and you don't have so much friends, or you even have friends, but now that there's lockdown, or because of different factors, you can't even be with your friends. Just watch movies on Netflix. You don't need a partner to watch movies on Netflix. And we have a lot of apps that you can actually watch movies on. We have Netflix, we have Amazon Prime Videos, like we have a lot. I can't even begin to mention, those platforms where you can watch movies. So just watch movies. You don't need a partner to watch movies. You don't need a friend to watch movies. All you need is yourself. So That's why you're single. Enjoy your life. Watch movies by yourself. And even if you have the opportunity, go to the cinema and just watch a movie. Do that. I remember I used to do this a lot in Lagos. Oh my goodness. Ozone Cinema at Yaba. Oh my god. I used to do this, especially on Fridays. Like, I had this attitude that I cannot come and kill myself. Like, that was the attitude I had back then when I was single. Sometimes on Friday I would just go to Zone Cinema, watch a movie all by myself with my popcorn and my Coke. At times I would go to Victoria Island, go to Silverbird and watch a movie. I mean, just enjoy yourself, enjoy your own company. And I think that this has really helped me. Even now that I'm married, I enjoy my company. Like, people tell me, how do you do it? Like, you just like being by yourself. I'm like, I just enjoy, I find myself very interesting. And I feel like it starts with enjoying your own company. If you don't enjoy your own company, if you don't like your own space, you can't like other people's space, you can't like other people's company. Anyways, ladies, I really hope that you've enjoyed all the things I've mentioned in this video. Okay, so what other things do you think that a single lady can do to have lots and lots of fun without being in a relationship? So if you have other tips, please drop them in the comment section. Please, we really, really need these tips, especially for single people, single ladies, and even men. If you have those tips or things that single people can do to have lots of fun, in the absence of a partner or a friend, please drop them in the comment section. I'm very sure that you've enjoyed watching this video. If you're yet subscribed, you need to subscribe. So please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and please share this video to your loved ones. Don't forget to click on the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified whenever I put up videos on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.